Solomon Live, show number 411. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to a fireside chat here on a Thursday night. Rosh Chodesh Nisan has just ended here in Israel. It's still going on, and if you're living in the Western Hemisphere, you are having you were in the middle of Rosh Chodesh Nisan. We are already in the second day of Nisan, which means Pesach. We're talking 12 days away. Hope you guys are doing well, and that everything is good. Today, we're just going to schmooze a little bit, not for a long time, just a little bit, as Shabbat is tomorrow. And I thought we would eh, say hello to Uri Butler, who's just come on from Squirrel Hill, PA. Uri, it's good to see you. And we, of course, say hello to all of the people from Camp Hask, including David Goodman. Um, Itzik. My son-in-law Itzik is here. Uh, yes, indeed. So people are popping in. Want you to all pop in, say hello, write to me, on Facebook, write to me on YouTube, write to me on X. Uri's written to me on X. It's a written to me on YouTube. Let's see some Facebook people come on in. Everybody, it's good to see you all. And here we are in Beit Shemesh, Israel. A lot of people have been writing to me. Are you safe? We are safe. Are you okay? We are okay. Is it fun? Not so much. It's not so much fun, but that's the way it is sometimes. You just got to do what you got to do. Um, and we hopefully this war will be over soon, and that we can get back to a normal existence, which would be a nice thing. Pesach, we'll see what happens this week. Um, if we'll see. Rich wants to know if I can sing. I'm not singing tonight, Rich from LA. Rich from LA. I love that song, Kriyas Torah. We'll do that. I'll do that on Monday. Believe me there. I will do that on Monday. I'll be back in the piano. As you can see, the piano behind me. The nice neatness of the office, the studio, which means it's not neat. And we will do that song for you. I think you asked a question, which is, can you sing Kriyas Torah? As soon as you're, let's just see. I'm not getting your stream. Let's try putting the stream on live. Became one of my shul's regular ballet kriya. Oh, Rich, very good. Rich became a balkore. I wrote that song about me. I became a balkore from the age of 17 to 22, where I would lane every parsha, and then the next week I would lane the next parsha. And what happened was, it's very interesting. I got paid. I used to get paid $10 a parsha. This was back in 1977, 78. And not a lot of money, but we didn't do it for the money. We did it, number one, for the experience. Number two, because there's nothing like laning every single parsha in the Torah, which I did from the age of 17 to 22. I laned the Torah, I'm going to say, a bunch of times. And then by the time I hit 22 already, it was 1983, and I was on the road with Shlock, first with Kesher, then with Shlock, doing NCSY Shabbatones. Occasionally I would lane for NCSY, but I did not lane from 83. I did not lane regularly, like every single week. So that's the story behind that song. So we will do that song on Monday. Today I decided I would do a talk through. Anybody who's interested in having questions, you could ask. So we've had Facebook, we've had Twitter, or even YouTube. Everybody, all the streaming services are working. Although LinkedIn, I haven't seen any LinkedIn questions, but hopefully that'll come in soon. Yeah. So what's going on in Israel? Let me tell you what's going on. What's going on is life goes on as normal, but every once in a while, the Iranians throw a rocket in our direction, and it gets by the Iron Dome, which means that you know it's going to hit somewhere. Now, there are people who are in charge who know exactly where it's going to hit, and they issue a warning for certain areas. So, for instance, if you're in Jerusalem and they think it's going to hit in the Jerusalem area, you get a warning that says, "Stand by." It could be you're going to have to go into your sealed room, into your mamad. It's called a safe room. Um, and then you wait for that second siren, the siren that's outside that says get inside. You have basically 90 seconds to 3 minutes to get inside. It doesn't mean that anything's going to happen. It just means they don't want to take any chances, right? So that's how we've been living. So Beit Shemesh generally was a pretty non-hittable area. We just never got hit. But this last 3 weeks, we could get 3 to 4 a night, which wakes you up. You have to go into the room. You have to wait 10 minutes, and then it says this event has ended. Go back to bed, and we do. We go back to bed. Um, so it's a funny thing. It's a really funny thing. Just that's the that is what we do. And in the meantime, as you can see, today's New Jersey Devils night. So we did the Islanders, now we did the Devils. We're trying to get to all the teams. There's like 32 teams. And the New York Rangers, unfortunately, are not having a good season. What can you do? It's the way it is sometimes. Can't have a great team every year. You could try, but it doesn't work that way. Um, and what else I got to tell you? So, oh yeah, then we're also working on the new album, the finishing the 42nd album, finishing it. There's 5 songs left to go, and I'm trying to decide which songs to do. Um, Jason from Chandler, Arizona. Good to see you. Yeah. And then we're trying to figure out when we're going to be able to get back on the road again. You can't get back on the road right now because it's just life is not. They're not. The planes are not going in and out really on a regular basis. They're only bringing in people back who are stranded, and they're bringing those people back to Israel. But then you're not really. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm going to take a 2 week trip and go to America and then come back in 2 weeks." El Al has told us that if you go out, it's probably going to be 30 days before you can get back. So that's too long. Can do, especially with Pesach coming up, and then after that you got Yom Ha'atzmaut, which is a great time to be in Israel. Yom Ha'atzmaut, Lag BaOmer, Shavuot, and then so the next trip that we're looking to make is June 10th to the 24th. June 10th to the 24th. So we'll have to see if that works out. Also, it's been very unusual. Tonight is the 2nd of Nisan. Usually the rainy season has passed, but it is raining right now. And you know, that's unusual. Um, and that's the story. Now, let's say you had a wedding last week. We had a friend of ours whose daughter got married, uh, but you couldn't do it the regular way, which is, you could have a 300, 350, 400 people coming to a wedding. No, there's a certain limit. They don't want to they don't want people congregating together because what happens if, right? Even though the odds are very slim, but people have died in this war, as we both know, as we all know. So you can't take a chance. You know. What else? What else are we talking about? So far, I've been schmoozing for 9 minutes, and we can go. We're going to try to go 20. So I want you to ask some questions, my friends that are watching and that are we had a nice question from Rich from LA, um, Jason from Chandler, Arizona. He's saying something, but I'm getting screened out. I don't know why. Come on, come on, come on. No, not happening. Oh well. Yeah, happened again. No. Okay, no, everything is think is still working. Um, I think everything is still working. Everything is on. Okay, so now we have what are we waiting to do? We're waiting to finance Daniel and launched. We're waiting to record the last five Schlock Rock songs for album number 42, and then we'll see. Then we'll see what develops. You know, anything can happen, as Eitan G says. Anything can happen. But it's definitely a different time. It's not what we've been used to. Um, it's not what we've been used to. Now, what do we got coming up? So we got Pesach coming up. Start preparing your Haggadah Seder. Start preparing your Seder because it's so much fun. You got to make it fun for the kids. You know, if you have kids, if you're a kid and you want your parents to make it fun for you, you also want to make it fun. So start preparing some some uh, some things. Now, Jason, here's what he writes: I'm playing pinball all weekend. You should get a machine for your studio. I think he writes. Well, I tell you what, I would love. I would love one of those big hockey things that you see in the you know, if you ever go to what word am I looking for? You know, we have the big hockey the games with like foosball and the hockey. So we would like to. That would be great. But you guys have to mail it. You have to ship it to Israel. You know, we're not going to be getting anything any soon, unless you want to do it and donate it to the Schlockrock Foundation. It's a good idea. But really, what we want to do is we want to use the money to make projects. That's what it's for. The Schlocker Foundation is here in formal Jewish education through music, 501c3, not for profit. And when I tell you it's not for profit, I'm not faking. I don't have a plane on the side or a limousine. I don't have you know, I don't have a big a driver waiting to take me any place. No, no, we are as we are a not-for-profit organization waiting to get funded so that we can help the Jewish people right now need to get back to Israel. That's really the message of this state of the union address here as we 2 weeks before Pesach, 12 days before Pesach. The state of the union address is, even though it looks like things are rough in Israel, no, 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 nay, nay, as John Pinette would say. I would say that it is time for you guys to get here. You got to move here. It's got to be part of your crosshairs that you're going to be moving here. Yes. So, we're very excited to see all the Jewish people come from all four corners of the world. That's called Jewish pride. Jewish pride. Jewish pride. We've got Jewish pride. That's right. You know, it's time. It's time. Don't think you know, I'm not going to play Mr. You're on the Titanic and it's sinking. I'm not going to play that. Let's not play that game. But let's play the game of I want to move to Israel because it's the best place in the world for the Jewish people to be. And it is. It is the best place in the world for the Jew. That's right. Best place in the world for the Jew is in Israel. Right. So take me home, country roads, to the place that I belong. We got to write words to that. Although somebody just wrote a parody to that and sent it to me, so I got to see if we can use that as one of the 5 songs for the 42nd album. All right, so that's the story. So, what else is going on by you guys? What's going on? I don't see a lot of. Oh, Eitan G is checking in. Yeah, Eitan G. Let me see. We're gonna try to put all your chats on the stream. So let's see if how that works for me. New comments will display here. Oh yeah, there you go. There's all the yeah. Oh, Ethan G just missed it next week. Next week, G will be on. We got to get G on again. It's always fun having the G. But today we're doing a chilled out show of just, you know, let you guys know we're all fine here. I'm not saying that it's, you know, tremendously excitingly fun to shuttle from your house to the sealed room and back, but it is what it is, as people would say. And you got to do what you got to do. Jerry Seinfeld says, whenever you like double it, it's like even more important. Um, yeah. So that's the story. You know, and Uri says, I miss you, Lenny. We miss you too, Uri. Don't worry, we got to have a Pittsburgh show. We got to go to Pittsburgh. Who wants to miss Pittsburgh? But it's not time to tour right now. There's a time for everything, and it's not time to tour right now. It's time to sit in the studio here in the Beit Shemesh Shlach Foundation Studios here in Beit Shemesh, Israel, and go on twice a week. We'll try to go on twice a week. This week was only once a week. Um, that's right. Speaking of Kriyas Torah, at the end of the song, someone sings the Haftorah brachot, not the Torah brachot. That's correct. That's correct. There was a reason for that because the parsha was finished, so they were up to Haftorah. Rich, that's why I did that. But that was back in 1988, December '88. To Unite All Jews, track number 10, Kriyas Torah. Really a fun song. Maybe it was track number 9. Might have been track number 9. It's also with Cohen. Cohen's on that. Great album. Um, yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on. All right, we're 16 minutes, 45 seconds in. I want to try to get to 20, and then we'll sign off. Let's see. Do I have any concerts coming up? Not a concert. I got a wedding I'm playing on April 15th. Who is coming home on Pesach? Uri wants to know. No. Nobody's coming. Oh yeah, my daughter Abigail is coming home she was on vacation. So she's getting home next week. Bezrat Hashem, Bli Neder, Bli Ayin Hara. Hopefully the planes will fly. And she will get back next week. Yeah. So she'll be here for Pesach. Also, the whole family. Oh, well, actually, Ayelet is going to the in-laws, so we don't have Ayelet, but we have them most Shabbatot, and it's really fun. Most of the Shabbos they come. Um, let's we don't have any shows coming up right now. Looking at possibly in June in America, and looking at possibly in Israel, also in the summer. And what can I say except Mashiach should be coming. We are expecting the Mashiach to come anytime. Um, so we shall see. We shall see when that, when and if that develops. The question is, do you think that the third temple will be lowered down from heaven, or will we have to build it from the bottom up, or a combination? Let's have a poll. Email me, lenny@schlockrock.com, and let me know. Is the third temple being lowered down? Is it being built from the bottom up, or is it a combination of both? I think it's going to be lowered down, and we'll have to just put the finishing touches. But it'll be lowered down, pretty much ready. That's my feeling. I've written lots of songs about that. You guys, out of the later albums, what are your favorite songs? Let me see. We've got the new Shul album. We've got this new album, the 41st album, the 42nd album is the parody album, Nisan Nisan. There's the new Hebrew album, Nisan Nisan. You get them all on Spotify. Everything that I've done, 45 albums, they're all on Spotify. So check it out. Today I listened to Kesha 2. Kesha 2 came out in May of 1985. Love that album. Yeah. Um, and I listened to it while I was doing 30 minutes on the elliptical, trying to get back to full strength. Yeah, let's see. Anybody else writing in? I'm going to say hello to Judy Hertzfeld, our associate producer from Clifton, New Jersey. Also to say hello to the Kosher Cakery, to who is going into their off season because there's Pesach coming up. They get a vacation, which is a good, well-deserved vacation after the season of Purim. Um, let's see what else. See what else. Ah, yeah. I think that should do it for now. We will hopefully be back on Monday with. Oh wait, we should have to do some hishtadlut, so we should build it with some miracles to help. Great comment, Rich. I agree, but I think the hishtadlut that we are going through right now, which is the missiles coming in at us, and also the way just the general temperature around the world towards Jews. I think that's our hishtadlut. I don't think we need to build it. I think Hashem should bring it immediately, and Mashiach should just say, "Okay, Hashem, it's time." Well, Hashem would tell Mashiach it's time, and we watch it, and that'll be a great thing. But I don't think we have to do any hishtadlut. The hishtadlut is what's going on right now in the world. I don't know if you guys are noticing, but it's not the greatest time in the world to be Jewish right now. And thank God we have the social media so we could point down anti-Semitic people as they show their true colors. Okay, guys, we're already in the 21-minute mark. I want to say thank you to everybody for tuning in. And I spoke for 21 minutes without playing a song, without playing a note. But we will be back on Monday with more music. Keep on schlacken, feel good, and remember, have a Shabbat Shalom. Keep on schlacken. Lenny Solomon live.